Wow, I genuinely have no words to say or even how to start this video other than to say wow, like I'm impressed. I am all in, baby. So Persona 3 Reload is back on the radar, is back on the channel. And look, I know I've talked about like, oh, what this game could be in terms of like it might have problems here and there. Like, for example, it might not have the Fez content or may not have, you know, the female MC being playable and things like that. Like, I get it. Observation bias, hindsight 2020. I'm completely in the wrong. I was completely dumb and stupid back then, because now, after looking at the double-decker footage that we got for Gamescom about Persona 3 Reload, especially now that we have a release date, February 2nd, 2024, like, dude, I'm popping off. It looks absolutely insane. Like, I have no words to fully describe the raw emotion and feelings that I have for this game, because it definitely is utter peak fiction. I mean, like, just look at the box art. Look at the box art and you tell me like how you feel, because that's one thing that I absolutely love. It's in the thumbnail, it's part of the thumbnail, and I love how Soejima is just creating such amazing based content of work and concept art. And like, the official box art is, I love how it's paying homage to the original P3 box art, where it's just Makoto and Thanatos, and here it just feels like it feels so modern. It feels incredibly well done. So Ijima really like blew up, like his art really massively improved from Persona 3 to now, and it shows. You know, it shows a lot with like the asset design they're working with. It shows a lot with like the models and the characters and the gameplay design. Like, so Ijima is popping off with this one, and it just shows that they really learned a lot with Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, and they're really implementing what they know from that game and truly just sticking to their guns and what worked, and then implementing here with Persona 3 Reload, because you see it. You would have to be blind to not see the similarities of the UI design, of the gameplay style, of the all-out attack and the feel of the all-out attack that was showcased with some of the footage here for Persona 3 Reload. It reeks of Persona 5, but in a good way, like in a really, really good way, because there's a consistency to it, and it's not like how Pokemon would give us, you know, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then somehow fumble the bag with Scarlet and Violet. No. None of that is happening with Atlus here. You see the stylized approach flowing in naturally with like the aesthetic and the themes and the concepts of what makes Persona 3 back in the day, back in 2005 and 2007 with Persona 3 Fez. You know, you see that naturally play out with how like the modernized look of the game feels, and that's what makes it so impressively like incredible. Like, it, to me, it doesn't even feel like it's a remake, but just a full-on reboot. And there's so many reasons why I can even point as to why I'm even saying this. And the reason why I'm even saying that it's like a reboot or like a complete retelling of the original game is because the feel of what we know so far of the footage that's been showcased for like the past few months now, it definitely feels like that they want to take a new direction with Persona 3, and they want to like try to create something that wasn't there back then, but still is just as exciting and natural in terms of like the progression of the story, in terms of progression of like the narration and the plots and all that kind of stuff. They want to like really modernize this and really make it feel like it's something for everybody, for like the people that grew up with Persona 3 and played it as their first Shin Megami Tensei game or Persona game period, or for the new timers that never got to experience it and are experiencing it with the Persona 3 portable on the Nintendo Switch. You know, they really want to take everything that they know from this specific entry and really hammer in on what they weren't able to do back then. And again, it just shows, like, it feels such like a retelling of the original game. It's not just like a remake in terms of like they changed the dynamic of the gameplay, they changed the way they want to present the story that we're already familiar with. No, it feels like they're gonna add new story beats and patterns and development for every character of this entry, and they're just gonna pop off with it. Like, you see it, like, you really see the way like they're already like kind of like modernizing the look of Persona 3 and modernizing the story to kind of add something new and intensely like incredible to it, just by looking at not just the box art like I already mentioned, but also like the animated trailers, the stylized approach, the way that the guys have like some sort of like outfit of C's. Like the armband for C's is completely different. They have like a jacket, like Makoto wears gloves now. Like my guy is dripping and everybody else is too for this. And you see how possibilities of like new story elements that weren't there could be thrown in, or something that was kind of felt cut in the original can finally be fleshed out. Like I genuinely feel like Persona 3 Reload is gonna be their magnum opus of Persona. Like Persona 5 felt that way because of the way they dramatically changed the style of the games and the gameplay and the combat, but Persona 3 Reload feels like it's something that's really gonna bring out everything. It's the Pokemon Legends Arceus of Atlus. That's the best way I can describe it. It's the Pokemon Legends Arceus of Atlus, because they're bringing in the old timers, they're bringing in the newcomers, and they're blending the best of both worlds and provide something that's truly going to stand to the testament of time. To me, that is awesome, because it shows that Persona is at a point where it's not a niche RPG anymore. It feels like it's part of something new, it's part of something refreshing for the gaming industry, and it's just something that's super, super incredible to look at. Like, Persona 5 was my first Persona game. I absolutely love Persona 5 so much. Persona 5 Royal, one of my greatest games of all time, one of my favorites of all time, and I know a lot of Persona 3, I know a lot of Persona 4, I know a lot about those games as well in terms of their story, in terms of how beloved they are as their numbered entries and things like that, as well as the amount of spin-offs they have for it as well. Like, I understand the love of how each and every entry has like their specific community and their specific love for the franchise, but Persona 3 Reload here is really gonna combine everybody together. It's really gonna unite everybody, and it's really gonna say like, this is why you love Persona. You love Persona not because, oh, this had that or this had that, or because of the music or because of the themes and things. No, it's because you love the way the characters interact with each other. You love how from point A to point B the characters sort of express themselves, how the story flows between it, the themes and the concepts and everything about what makes Persona Persona. Persona 3 Reload is going to present that, and that's just gonna be awesome. Like, I cannot wait for February. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna be nutty, because we also got Grand Blue Fantasy relinked around the same time, I think the day before. Then we also have Final Fantasy 7 like, February, winter of 2024 is looking like the time to be a JRPG fan, and I am super excited. And furthermore, I kind of want to make a video in the future about how much I love the Persona franchise, how much Persona really means to me, and probably why you should play it, especially if you never tried Persona before. Like, honestly, if you haven't, go play Persona 3 right now, just do it. Or Persona 4 Golden. You can get that on the Nintendo Switch for like 40 bucks, both. There's like a combo back, I believe. I'm not even 100% sure. Or just get Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, because that's also on the Nintendo Switch and on the PC and things like that. Go play a Persona game if you haven't. I highly recommend Persona 5 and start your way down from there, because it's just the way to start, personally speaking, for right now. And if you really want to wait for Persona 3 Reload, then wait for it. Like, it's months down the line. You get it for PS4, PS5, and Xbox. It kind of sucks it's not going to be on PC, but I think they're just going to wait a couple of months until they push it for PC and things like that. And probably for like the next gen Nintendo console that's supposedly going to be announced in winter of 2024 as well. But I don't even know. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just hyped. This looks awesome. This again, the box art. Can we talk about the box art again? It just looks awesome. Anyway, yeah, like, I got nothing else to say. I am ecstatic to see what else this game has to offer. I think the next trailer should show up in like the next full moon, because that's kind of what Atlus is doing in terms of promotional art, like not art, but promotional, work and marketing for this. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see more. I want a demo. I wish I was at Gamescom right now to see if there even is a demo for you to try it out, but my God, it's looking awesome. Persona 3 Reload absolutely looks insane. I'm excited to see more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you feel the same way, if you're excited, if you want me to do that Persona video and things like that. Like, I'm done rambling. Have fun, enjoy this one, enjoy this weird rendition of the channel, the video, things like that. Love you all. Peace out. Roll the outro. I got more stuff to work on. I'll see you all soon. Okay, bye bye. Peace out.